What's up, guys? That Really Gross Guy here, and we are back playing Warframe. So there's a few things we can talk about today. One being the Devstream, which includes a lot of things to talk about. So, first off, I would like to mention, if you guys have not checked it out already, check out my Tenogen Spotlight video I did. It took a lot of time and effort and some money to actually put that video together. So hopefully you guys are excited about that and you guys like that video. I want to do a Tenogen Spotlight video at least once a month. Hopefully if it gets some love, I can see doing it maybe a little bit more often than just once a month, maybe twice a month. I would love to do it twice a month, but obviously, as you know, Tenogen is created content by creators outside of Warframe. Well, for Warframe, but they're creators that are in the community. So that's why it costs real money to get those picked up and purchased, which I completely support because they are people that are going out of their way to create content for the game, and they're entitled to charge for their content. So, anyways, besides that, like I said, I just really would like to see some feedback on that video. See if you guys enjoy those, because it took, like I said, it took a lot of time. For a 3.5-minute video, it took 3.5 hours just to edit the video, not to mention the rendering time, and I actually had to move it back and forth a couple times to do voiceovers and make sure everything was crisp and nice. So it took a little while, but besides that, full on, I just really would appreciate any feedback you guys could give me on that video. But when it comes down to, well, I was gonna rush right into the Devstream, but just a quick mention: the video is on Favin PS and his Grax skin for Volt, as well as the Disconnect Syandana, which you can see on Valkyr's back as well, because I feel like the Syandana does go fairly well with many different frames. Ooh, what is that? That's a erect. Never mind. With many different types of frames, and I definitely like it. I definitely like it. So hopefully you guys do as well. But the Devstream, we'll get right into the Devstream. When it comes to skins, since we're on the topic of skins, the Ember skin, the deluxe skin, has been pointed, or has been kind of shown, at least the concept so far. And I'm not too sure how I feel about it. Watch this. You walked into the wrong room. Alright, but yeah, I'm not too sure how I feel about it. It's really cool, but at the same time, is it something that I'm looking forward to using, changing one of my embers into that coloration, or maybe building a new frame for it? I'm not too sure. It's a little bit hot and cold, if that makes any sense. It's very two-sided, very Equinox, if you guys know what I mean. But I'm looking at it now, and I'll put it up on the screen now. But it's different, definitely different. Not too sure what I think about it yet. I definitely like the daggers. They're almost like the wheel weapons. If you guys are familiar with, like chakrams. Chakrams are wheel weapons, right? Yeah. But there's those. I don't know. Anyways, there's that. There's also, I'll put up on the screen, the Frost Deluxe skin, which supposedly is the next one to come out. I'm sure that means it's close to completion, and hopefully, I don't remember for sure, but hopefully it'll be out by the end of the year. That would be really awesome. I'm not expecting it to be, because you know how sometimes things take time. You probably notice that a lot in Warframe. things take time. They won't put it out there unless they feel like it's ready for consumption, ready for the game to put it through the tests. I got sidetracked. Hi, Patreon eyes. YouTube's going all right. YouTube's going all right. I'm doing my thing. He's the one that sent me a message down in chat. Doing good, my friend. But in the Devstream, the skin is out, or well, it's not out, but it's coming out. I'm super excited about it. I pointed it out in a previous video. I'm excited about Frost skin. I'm not too big on Frost, but it gives me a good reason to revisit him and kind of try out a build or something with him. So I'm excited for that. Next on the list, let me just real quick, gotta do that real quick so I can scroll down, make sure I got everything. Alright, so Nidus. Trust the Nidus touch. They made that joke on the Devstream. Okay, I don't need to repeat it. Gotcha. So, Nidus, the infested frame. I mean, I was excited for, I don't want to say, well, I was excited for the infested frame. I still am. I didn't expect his powers to be what they are, because they did give a little bit of a sneak peek to Nidus previously. They didn't really show powers or anything, but they did show like concepts. They did show the little maggots and stuff in the game. They did show a couple different variations, it seemed like, of the maggots, and I was expecting it to be like you could call a swarm of infested something, and you kind of can. You kind of can. We'll get into the details on his powers and stuff here in a second. But I'll put a picture up of Nidus because I should have one saved for you guys. Nidus looks cool. His powers, I actually don't think are bad, just not what I was expecting. I do like the fact that they stack, and they're also going to kind of play a role off each other, and going to increase his armor depending on how high your stacks are. His ultimate power also is going to require you to have possibly this. It's subject to change, but it says it's currently 4 stacks involved with that in order to use that ability. I don't know. Slightly confusing. It's not all that confusing. I don't think it'll be confusing when it comes out. But basically, his abilities are going to play well off of each other, and that's one thing that I actually am not too fond of when it comes to abilities. It's just not my kind of play style. But his seems to be have some crowd control involved with all of that. So if you can crowd control guys, you can think a little bit more about when to use abilities and why you're using them. Sometimes you just hit abilities just because you feel like it's at an appropriate time, even though you may not necessarily, your 1 power may have been more useful than your 4 power would have been more efficient, whatever. Oh, I'm getting wrecked by this. What's it called? Okay, am I stuck? No, I'm not stuck. All right. Could you not, Mr. Yeah, you're gonna get wrecked because of the, or not. Oh, he did die. Okay. I'm almost dead. I'm gonna go down. I'm expecting to go down, absolutely. Positively. Health. I would love some health. Could you not? You're dead. So his first ability, I'll just get into his abilities for the most part, what we know so far. His first ability sends out like a line of infested tendrils, they're calling them. Tendril sounds good. I like. I'm actually going to make references to the game StarCraft. If you guys might be familiar, maybe not. But I like to think of them as splines, if that makes any sense. The hunter in StarCraft they're the Hydralisk, the hunter Hydralisk, whatever. The Hydralisk is sends out splines, or the lurker sends out splines under the ground. The lurker specifically reminds me of this power. It's basically there's a line of infested that goes straight straight across from your cast, and it's going to cause damage to enemies and create stacks for your powers. The second ability sends out like a ball of infested tissue, which pulls in the enemies that are near it, and it seems like that plays very well with your first ability, because you get all the enemies in one area, you can cast the ability, and it allows you to maximize your stacks and basically kind of efficiency to a degree. Not necessarily efficiency on your energy, but you're going to get more per cast if you utilize the second ability with it. The third ability allows you to link yourself similar to Trinity's ability, except it's only one target, and that one target is going to take what seems to be all your damage until that enemy dies. So if you link yourself to like a heavy gunner or a bombard or something, they're going to be taking all the damage that you receive, so that you can be kind of tanky. And I'm intrigued with that. It does sound pretty interesting, but I'm sure there's going to be limits to that power that we may not necessarily see at this point in time. But I'm intrigued. His last ability is probably the one I'm most excited about. However, I thought it was going to be different. I thought it was going to be slightly along the lines of what it is now, but I feel like the crowd control is a good aspect to it, and I actually do like the crowd control aspect of it, but it seems a little lackluster. I could imagine, an alt to me is like Nova's alt, or just all the alts in the game are like really detrimental. This one doesn't seem all that detrimental to me. Yeah, good crowd control and whatnot, but does it really? I don't know. Does it do it for me? I don't know yet. Obviously, I don't, because I don't have it. But I'm excited to try it out. I'm excited to see it. I would like to see it be a little bit more ultimate, if that makes any sense. But with that said, I'm excited about it. I am definitely excited about it. I don't know if it's no, definitely not last, because I just remembered another thing they showed in the game. But when it comes to new weapons, they showed the harpoon style primary projectile spear thing. Interesting. Seems to be pretty powerful. It has two different forms. One is a thrown javelin style ability. However, you do have to go and retrieve your weapon. There is a countdown, so it is possible to get it back if you don't retrieve it within a certain amount of time. But I feel like that's going to limit you on basically DPS, being able to do a ton of damage output and just throw the weapon repeatedly. I was wondering in the past if they were ever going to work into the javelin territory, and it seems like they have to a degree. With a projectile, whatever, which makes it all the more cool. I am kind of intrigued if they're ever going to get into a dedicated spear-based weapon, not necessarily like the Tanbo or any of that. I want to see like Zhao Yun from Dynasty Warriors kind of spear abilities. If you're familiar with Dynasty Warriors, then you know what I mean. But besides that, they also introduced. It's a concept, so we have no idea really what is in store for this weapon, but a new shotgun, which appears to have different ammo types, which would be excellent. I would love to see some kind of like interchangeable status shotgun build. Would be really, really cool to see. Now, that's just a guess on my behalf of what it might be and what the shotgun might do. So, not too sure. Let's get through these guys. This video's going on a little long, but I want to make sure I cover all my bases with the Devstream. So with that, I want to get a quick scroll down, make sure I didn't miss anything. Shotgun, other tidbits. Oh, Riven mods. Riven mods. I am concerned because I don't have a lot of rifle Riven mods, and I really would like to accumulate some. The sorties, I just have the worst. I kid you not, I have the worst luck in the history of mankind when it comes to just luck in general. I've never won a thing in my life. I don't think I ever have. Anyways, let's get this target going. So the rifle mods potentially are going to be removed from sorties when the secondary Riven mods comes out. The secondary Riven mods will be replaced in sorties, but we're not too sure if there's going to be any way to get rifle Riven mods until all the Riven mods are released, because they still have to do shotgun Riven mods and melee Riven mods. Maybe even some other variants, I'm not too sure. Maybe they'll do like a thrown projectile Riven mod, or they already have bow Riven mods, so I don't think that's going to be a different type of Riven. But anyways, that's a little concerning, like I said, because I don't have a lot of rifle Riven mods. I have 3, and I've been doing sorties for days. I don't know. Come on. There we go. I'm excited for the secondaries, but I'm not excited to not have access to the rifles. So I don't know. I don't know what to think. Obviously, it's not set in stone. We don't know if we're going to have access to the rifle Riven mods or not. I am okay with them moving. Well, I don't know. Personally, the only people that have farmed up enough rifle Riven mods to consider completely having them removed from sorties are honestly people with good luck. I mean, Riven mods have only been out for, I don't know, maybe over a month. Maybe a month at this point. I'm not too sure. I'll be completely honest. But a month doing a sortie every single day makes me think that very few people have more than 10. So, I don't know. I think very few people have more than 5, to be honest with you. People who run them every day probably only have about 5. I don't know. I could be wrong. Let me know how many Riven mods you have, because I only have 3. Maybe my luck just sucks. Well, I know it does. Or, you know, whatever. But, I also want to know if they're going to increase the Riven capacity, because you can only have 15 right now. And eventually we need to see that number go up, for sure, because I want a Riven mod for every weapon if I can. But, to be honest, 15's not going to be enough. I'm assuming they're going to make it similar to weapon slots and Warframe slots and all that, and it's going to be purchasable through Platinum. As much as I want to say I don't like that, I understand why they would go that route. You know, they gotta make money somehow. There is ways to technically get Platinum without spending real money. So I could see them doing that. I wouldn't be completely opposed to it, because I get it. Even though I want all the Platinum I can get. So it's whatever. Let me finish this off so I can look over and get my final point. Warframe is confirmed to come out next year. Hopefully in January. We don't know, but it's not going to make it to this year. Not going to make it this year. Tenojin PC will release at the end of the month, which is awesome. The new ones that they've shown, I'm not too interested in too many of them yet. There's a couple I'm interested in, but eh. Nidus Quest will also be available next year on consoles. Oh, War Within is out on consoles. If you don't know, you probably already do, because I'm a couple days late on this. Dark Sectors are coming back next year. Arcane Distillers will not be consumed. I don't know, something like that. Prime buffs are coming. Damage 3.0 and dojos are going to be seen next year. And that's basically all the information we have from the Devstream. So I'm going to head on out here. I just wanted to inform you guys as much as I possibly could about what's going on and what I know, or at least my opinions on things. I don't know, let me know what you guys think about a whole lot of this, because I'm really interested. How many ribbons do you have? Do you want rifle ribbons to go away temporarily so that you can get secondaries? Let me know. Let me know. I would like to get your guys' opinions on it. I need to dive into the forums a little bit more often, find some information that the community is thinking about, and maybe entertain some ideas for you guys about what's going on in Warframe every time a new update comes out. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you check out that video. I would really appreciate it. That Tenogen Spotlight. Share it around. The more attention that video gets, the more it's going to allow me to continue to do Tenogen videos. Thank you, and until next time, guys. Blah!